Alright, I know exactly what I'm going to call this video. I want you guys to ignore the title right now. Once you take that out of your head to truly answer this question, you need to ignore it for a second. You need to go through some quick things, and I'll go through checklists and we'll figure it out, okay? Number one, really to figure out the question, what is the meaning of life? You need to first ask yourself, what do you know for a fact? I know I'm stealing a Buddhist line here, but what do you know without any knowledge whatsoever, with barely the ability to speak, barely the concept, the construct of a mind? What can you know in your head? And I want you to think back for a moment. Some of you guys probably already know the answer to this question. Pretty simple one, but yet so vitally important to understanding the question. What is the point to life? And you know, one could say 42, but yeah, we'll ignore that question. What do you know without a shadow of a doubt? 2 words. I am. I am. That is what we all know. We all know that we exist. That we just are. That is our being. Okay. I understood the first part of that question. It's a good understanding. That is the first thing that you need to understand before you can understand anything else. Okay? Now, second question you need to understand. This one's a good way of going about it and not overthinking this question. What is the meaning of life? How about tell yourself. You can tell me in a message. I would love to actually hear from you guys. Send me a message on your answer to this question. But what would you live for if you could live forever? If you had the ability to exist for eternity in a form or another, even on this earthly shape, if you're able to live forever, what would you live for? Would you take a moment and think about it? Okay. Now you probably have an answer. And that's probably every single person's answer is different. For me, what I found is what I would live for is the simple fact of experience. Nothing more do you really need than to simply experience life. That would be the meaning of an eternal life. That would be the point that I would come up with, that I would set myself to. Simply the experience and helping others in that experience. Everything from seeking knowledge to helping others to doing whatever else. And there's many answers that I've heard. All of them one and the same, yet different than mine, and yet different than others, and yet similar. All of it is simply to experience or to help others experience, in a way to help yourself, if we are all part of the one whole. If we are all part of the nature, all part of the universe, helping others to experience just the same as us. So then, once you ask yourself, what is the point to your life? Won't you think for a second? Based on these 2 answers that you've heard, whether or not they're from me or whether or not they're from yourself, won't you focus on the ones that you said about yourself, without my answer's input? Now, what is the meaning of life? And I want you to say underneath your breath. Okay? Now I've come up with something different. But what I have come up with is simple, unique, and elegant. To experience, to live, to love, to be, to simply exist, is the point and the meaning of life. Such a simple concept, yet something that people ponder themselves over and will waste their lives away. At least that's my conclusion. What? Now that we understand this, well, now that you have this answer, what is the true understanding, what is the true meaning of simply experiencing? That is an individual question. Every question has an answer, and every answer has a question. The universe is amazing, because there will always be questions. Always will be questioning itself. And as it continues to question, we shall continue to question. And find answers, and then question some more. That is the way of things, and that is a natural order of things, as it should be. So, what do you do with this life? What do you do with this experience? Do with it what you want. Live, love, learn, seek knowledge, whatever it is. That is all the point that you need, is to experience things, to do what you want, to do as you will. And the more you experience, the more you reach the end. But the road, like all those many questions, does it truly have an end? Kind of an interesting concept there. Even when one becomes enlightened, truly enlightened to such a point where they do not need a body anymore, where they leave and forsake their body for good. The road doesn't end there. It is only a change in thought process, and it is only a continuation of their self, of the greater self, as one might say. Knowing the answer and understanding it are two different things. Think about it, understand it, and continue with it. Seek it. Seek everything that you can and that will be. That is our fate. It's a good one, but a fate nonetheless. So, did someone ask you, what is the meaning of life? The meaning of life is simple. It's to live. The hard question is, what do you do with it? Alright. Pretty simple, short video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like I say, keep it real. Keep it living. Don't get yourselves killed out there.